Welcome to Beginner's Guide to Capybara Go. In this guide, I will teach you how to progress really fast early game, explain the game mechanics, and you will be able to accelerate your progress as a free-to-play player. Let's go! So this is my account. After a couple of hours of playing, we unlocked some mechanics, and now I can talk about the things. First of all, gems. You don't want to spend gems everywhere, and it seems that Legendary Treasure Chest is the best option to do that and get 10 of them, because that's cheaper than getting one. Although if you have extra keys to open some of the chests, feel free to do that, because that gear will be always useful for you. For the free-to-play players who want to get most of buying something from the game, getting the no ad pack that you can find in the privilege card over here will be the best option, because it will allow you to get all those extra chests with ads without watching them. I mean, if you don't want to watch ads, and some extra rewards in other game areas too, so that will help you to progress further. I personally don't like to watch ads too much, so those rewards are usually just here doing nothing. Now, as for your Capybara growth, for the equipment, get the best stuff that you can early on and upgrade that. It doesn't really matter what you go for unless you go to the epic rarity. Afterwards, when you merge items, it will consume other epic items of the same type. So before that, you need to consume exactly the same item and you just merging them to make something better. Here you can make mistake of consuming something that you need. So for example, here we can consume other jewelry, accessory, and it will be gone. So in case if we want to switch strategy, I would suggest leaving extra things that you might find useful, like I did over here, because sometimes I switch them around. In all other cases, you can freely merge things up. And for epic quality, well, if you're sure what you want to do, you can do that, because +1 actually gives you more of a basic stat, more of the actual stat that item gives, and it's pretty powerful, let's be honest. As for the overall item mechanics, it's pretty straightforward. What's that? You can level down and downgrade. But guys, you can click this button over here and level down the equipment and downgrade it as well. That will give you all the basic items used, so you can improve some other items. There is an option, although, as you can see, it doesn't give you the actual item that was used, so it will be gone forever. As for the overall item mechanics, it's pretty straightforward. Items give you basic stats, attack for the weapon and special attack type, and then special skills from the item. Different items have different setups, different skills. So for example, this blade will give us global attack, which is the same for all the weapons, but the second thing is different. It's critical damage upon critical attack, up to 5 stacks, lasts until the battle ends. So this is good for some longer fights, for example. You have to decide what you want to go with. I personally went with what I've got because I'm still a noob, but in any case, you can switch your epic items later on, and early on just get what you can and upgrade it as high as possible, because that will help you out. As for the stats, I advise going for attack, defense, then HP, then the rest, because those stats matter a lot. And yeah, having more of a defense will increase your survivability, and attack is obviously taking out enemies faster, so it's pretty much a must. Once your items reach level 10, you will need to spend those blueprints, blacksmith blueprints, I have no idea how they're called, but they will allow you to increase the maximum level and spend it on the items that have the stats that you need first. So for example, this item is better for me than this one, so I would advance this item, and it gives me additional stats as well, not only increasing the max level, so it's pretty cool thing. In the merge screen, you can freely press quick merge. It will merge all the lower tier stuff, and it will not merge the things that are epic, so you will have to do it manually, and it's nice because it will avoid some unnecessary things that you might do. Now, there are pets mechanics here. It will be unlocked at like chapter 3 or something. It's pretty straightforward. You pull the pets using the pet stones or using the gems, and it's pretty fun because you get those small fellas that follow you around. You assign one of the pets over here, and it will be with you in combat. It will follow you there. The thing is, you can upgrade your pets, and here things are getting more interesting. In order to upgrade a pet, you will need 2 things. First one, copies of the same pet. So as you summon more and more pets, you will get more of their copies, and they can be used to actually upgrade those guys. The second thing is a pet food, which can be farmed from the dungeons, and it's important to level up only one of your blue guys early on, because that will be the pet that you will be taking with you. I selected the doggo because it has pretty cool bonus to attack, and I like the aggressive style, but it's up to you who to pick for. And then there are upgrade effects here. Those things are applied to your account, so you don't need to equip your character to get that, because those stats at top, they are being rewarded when the pet is with you in the battlefield, and it doesn't apply if you don't take it with you. But those upgrade effects, they will carry over, so we have those bonus attack from those guys. This fella also gives us bonus HP, so yeah. Although the food upgrades are getting more and more expensive in terms of the pet food and the pet copies, so make sure to even them out and don't go too far, because yeah, right now I can't upgrade my main pet because I upgraded the lower tier ones, and it hurts a little bit. As you summon the pets, you will increase the summon level, tier of the summon, and the higher your tier is, the higher will be the rarity of the pets you can summon. And it's peaking at 0.25 for immortal pet. That's crazy cool. Never seen those guys, so I have no idea what they are. We noobs will stick with the blue guys. If you get someone better, obviously go for that. Even if their like abilities aren't that great, probably their stats will be way higher than the previous tier one, so you will enjoy that. Then there are collectibles. Those things are being harvested from the chests, and you can either get parts, like those pieces of the collectible that needs to be all together in order to get one of those, or you can get the whole collectible if you like it. Those things give you passive bonuses. You can level them up using the meteoric icons, and there are sets of them. So if you have the whole set, they will give you the bonuses, and as you upgrade the items in that set, they will give you higher and higher bonuses, which is pretty passive and nice stuff to do. Upgradable, I have no idea what's that. The mount is pretty self-explanatory. You get your normal mount here that can be upgraded, then it will give you stats. By default, when you equip it, it doesn't give you anything. And there are advanced mounts that are, well, pretty much more pay to win. They will give you other bonuses and like bonus effects and everything, but they are expensive, so yeah. The skins are cosmetics, they don't give you any stats, so pick whatever you want. As far as I know, they don't really reward you with anything. So that's for the equipment. Next one are talents. Talents is pretty straightforward as well. If you have money, spend it here for better stats. And this is really important to do because some bonuses here are really cool. For example, the ones that give you more money, more gold from the events while you're farming, more recovery health, promotions that will give you extra stats. So yeah, try to push as fast as possible and as far as possible, but it's totally limited in your cash and your gold. So you can truly push it further than your farming speed, basically. We'll talk about that a bit later. When we'll talk about the progression mechanics. Now let's talk about the chests. Chests will give you those collectible pieces and some other rewards that are really nice, like stones for equipment upgrades and that kind of stuff. So yeah, open them when you can, but honestly, buying them doesn't seem to be a good idea. So now let's go to the main screen. This is complex, a lot of stuff over here. We will start with the redemption codes because I know you guys want those and those will help you out. There is a list of the redemption codes in the video description. You can follow that website. It's editable, so you can log in and edit if some of those are obsolete or you found a new one, so we can have the full list of those. And in order to redeem the code, you need to go to the game's website where you can redeem that. Here you will enter your game ID. It can be found over here. There we go. You paste it here and you get the codes in. The codes change from time to time, so I tried the first one today. It's from the official Discord, but it doesn't work. And somewhere it wasn't active. So let's try the second one. Redeem. Yes. Nice, it works. The third one, and you will have to type the verification code every time. Nice, it works. And the last code we have for today, they will give you pretty decent amount of resources. Oh, this one is expired already. That is pretty funny that it's listed as it's active, but it's really not. And then you can find the rewards in your mail, where you can get the actual rewards. The mail will be available once you finish the chapter 1, and it has a lot of rewards like by default when you just start the game, so make sure to claim them all and enjoy them. They will help you out quite a lot. So let's actually put them to a good use right now. Maybe we'll get something cool here. No. No, never. At least we can upgrade the pet now to all the way to level 7. That would be pretty cool. A lot of stats. So then once you start your game, once you start progressing, you won't be able to go back. There is no way to replay the earlier chapter, so you will have to push your current chapter until you win. The thing is, if you start your run and you can't survive for long enough, like I did over here, you have to use the travel. It will be unlocked at chapter 2 or 3, I don't remember exactly, but this is basically a quick run through 60 days that will give you plenty of rewards. This is your main farming mechanics here. It will consume energy, and you will decide how much energy it will consume. The thing is, I don't advise doing very long runs, especially early on. Going with like ×3 and ×5 is more than enough, because as you get those rewards, you will be able to use them for your own good, for your upgrades, get stronger and progress further. So then you will do the travel again later. We will do the 10 times run right now because it's fast, so we can get a lot of rewards, and you can see that it's going pretty fast, it's pretty automated. You get all the rewards here. Now we have the several events that are, you know, that we get items for, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. It's just the same as the main game, and you can't lose here. Also, other than that, there are AFK rewards. We can't access them right now, so let's wait a little bit. And there we go, day 60. We should be done by now. Yep, and that gives you pretty good amount of rewards that you can use for your own good. So usually, if you're hard stuck, you can spend like as much stamina as you want. And if you are not, if you are just early into the game, that's not the best idea. So now we have plenty of gold that can be spent for the upgrades. And once again, if you rush it too much, you might lose some efficiency. But overall, yeah, this is the main way of progressing the game when you're stuck. You just go through those runs, get money, spend them here, get all the upgrades you can. There we go, we're out of gold already. Then open the chest if they're available. Maybe we'll get something good. No. All right, and then try events, because events are pretty easy. For example, this tower challenge, we just completed one in the previous video, and that will give you keys that you can use to open those chests. And basically every 2 towers you are guaranteed to get one elite item, because there is a pity mechanics. There we go, we got nothing pretty cool here, but in the next set of keys we will get a guaranteed epic, which is, I think, pretty cool. So let's try it and see how it will go. You can always skip those fights, it will just go straight to the end of the fight, and those spellcasters are always my bane. Yeah, when you're stuck here, go back and do everything else you can. Just go through the campaign, maybe try a campaign mission, then do the dungeon. By the way, in the dungeon, don't be afraid to try the higher difficulty dungeons, because the tickets will not be spent if you lose. You will still have it, and you can still do the lower difficulty clear for resources if you are not strong enough, so no worries about that. I would recommend trying arena later on when you're strong enough, because otherwise you will spend all your challenges and later you will be pushed down. Later down in the game it won't be as important, but early on it matters quite a lot, so you will be able to get the higher standing. More events will be unlocked as you play the game, don't worry about that. They're pretty much straightforward, but today we can talk about those because they are locked. We can talk about other things. Make sure that you check all those growth funds and everything for your free diamonds. That's pretty much a must for you. Here you want to do the sign-ins, make sure to claim those. Make sure to do the tasks, those are daily and weekly quests. They reward with the pretty good stuff, so don't miss out. And there is a black market. I'm trying to figure out what's good here and if it's worth your gems, but it seems that it's not, because I thought that like this gold key is a good deal, 40% off, right? 360 gems, but that key will open Hero Supply Crate, and you can get one legendary treasure chest for 320 gems, which is cheaper. And here, if you take a look at the chances of items that you get, you have lower chance of getting epic items, and you have really high chance of getting items that you don't really need that much because they can be farmed, unlike equipment. And here you get only equipment, which is like the way to go. So you have higher overall chance of getting epic and even better epic. I don't know what's the difference. S tier epic. Like really cool items, let's put it like that. And yeah, the PT mechanics is the same here and here, so I don't see any point in trying to buy access to this chest when you can use this one and get a chance of getting some cool items. So yeah, maybe I'm wrong here. Let me know in the comments if I am making a mistake here, but I found this one to be more useful. The rest of the stuff here isn't that important. Make sure to, where is it? To link to your account here, that will give you some extra diamonds and you won't lose the progress in that case. And join the guild if you can. I'm trying to find one which I can join, but it doesn't seem to work for me. This guild isn't English. Is it like, por favor, Spanish guild or something? So probably not the best pick for me. You can create your own guild, but it's expensive. I wouldn't do that, at least yet. Maybe I will in the future, because gems are very valuable early on and they better spend somewhere where you can get something out of that. So now let's talk about the strategy in the combat, how you want to progress. It totally depends on your equipment. In our case, we have a lot of upgrades for the sword, for the critical build, and for the frost build. Personally, I found builds that focus on freezing the enemies, shield, some health regen are the best, and damage reduction, because that increases your survivability and that allows you to push forward and clear more stages, because otherwise, man, you can get killed pretty easily. So let's try to get this run really fast and get the best thing that we can. The game here is pretty straightforward, as I already told you in the last video. It's just random events happening from time to time. So, yeah, you're not guaranteed to get something good or bad, but mostly the chances are in your favor. You can get a lot of events that will give you some gold, some loot, and that kind of stuff, and sometimes you can get some free skills, upgrades, XP, and all that. The camps will appear later in the game. They will give you that kingdom defense thingy for like battle pass type of stuff, and when you level up, you will get one free skill that you can pick. So let's get the fight. Now we have two pets, by the way. Before that I had one, so I'm not sure. Maybe this one will be better. Those guys hit like a truck, but what's good about the frost attacks? That enemies will skip one turn. And once you get a lot of aggressive options, yeah, this is good. Icy spikes. For example, when you will get the... Oh, we had the treasure here. Let's do it fast. This is RNG mostly. Maybe I'll get lucky. It's okay. Not the worst, not the best. So yeah, when you get the skills for consecutive hits, I forgot how it's called, combo hits, I guess, that will allow you to do more strikes. Usually when I do the run, I'm focusing on attack and defense, and HP is like secondary. So that's how I play. Let me know how do you play. I'm really curious about that. And that kind of build is really cool because it allows you to perma-stun enemy, basically. Right now, at this stage of the game, like further down, you probably will have more options. My god, they hit like a truck. Look at that. That's insane. You will have more options. Right now, there are basically two options that you can do. First one is dart option, when you hit the enemy before your attack, and each dart will have a chance of applying multiple different effects on the enemy. Second one is normal weapon attack type, so you use your sword to damage the enemy. That's what I'm using. Let's get the critical ratio. And the third one is using like special effects. That's like more or less the main builds right now at this stage of the game. And later on you will have more options. So rage, icy spell, lifesteal, usually useless. There we go, poison dagger. So if you get a lot of daggers, they will instantly attack enemy and put a lot of debuffs on it and do a lot of damage. So there are different mechanics that can be used. But since it's a roguelike game, you are not guaranteed to get something, so you will actually have to try several times and, you know, get lucky, so you will not be destroyed by the bad RNG. My god, they hit like a truck. But yeah, once the enemy is stunned or frozen, they won't attack you, and even the tough enemies can be destroyed. Useless. Wow, look at that. We get 2 of the same skills for the first time. Is it like every round? Probably. Let's go get it. So yeah, different chapters have different amount of days that you need to spend on. Some of those have 30, some of those have 60. I think some of those have 5 days. Some of the, like, it's really random. Well, not random, it's scripted. But it's pretty cool that you don't really always have the same length of the round. And from time to time you will face the boss like this one. I'm not really sure that we'll be able to beat it, because we are not that strong. Unless we will be able to chain stun him. We will have... Oh my god, it's chain stunning us instead. Yeah, we might have some issues. Yeah, not so good. Yeah, we were close, but not close enough, and we lost again. 24 days, not that bad. But usually, if you get those results, you are not ready. Like, we got not enough loot from that run, and we can do travel for 5 energy and get more rewards from the run, I think. So in that case, if you are losing, the best way for you will be doing some farming. Or maybe if you feel like you had a bad roll, if you had a bad luck, then you can do some runs again and try to get the better skills, better builds. So we did another run, got some money, and let's see if that will help us to get stronger and be able to progress that campaign stage. Because right now, I'm not sure if I'll be able to win that. It's pretty hard. And I'm pretty much on my... What's that? Max energy, that's pretty nice. And yeah, I'm still on my first day in the game. Well, actually, second one, but I haven't played on the first day when I installed it. And early on, you would like to push as far as you can, as fast as you can, because that will unlock you more mechanics. You will get a head start. You can get extra rewards from the competition. And overall, that will be a really good strategy for you to get a good start. So manage to push the tower a bit further to floor 9. Not that bad. That allows us to upgrade some items, and I will upgrade my sword for more damage. There we go. Now we got lucky with a pretty good skill. Basic attack, have a chance to gain shield. That will help us quite a lot with the survivability. And there we go. Right now, we should be able to defeat our first mini-boss here. We succeeded, and we can push forward. Once you defeat the mini-boss, they will drop the treasure, which is like elite skill that you can get. And here, you can select something that will be really useful for you. Let's get Trinity Force right now, because combos are really important to trigger more stuns on the enemy and be able to perma-stun them. So it's all about getting the good start, getting the good starting skills, and then building up on top of that good start. Otherwise, it might be really problematic. So what do we want here? Let's get the counter. Most events that are in the game are pretty much beneficial to the player. The debuffs here are really low, so they are not that harmful, and I actually haven't encountered them. Well, I haven't really rolled them once, so it's always nice if you have some event to go for it. Other than if you're low on health and there is a hard fight, maybe you want to skip that. But usually if you're low on health and there is a hard fight right now, there is a high chance that you will be killed really soon, so it doesn't really matter at that point. So as you can see, this build is working a bit better. Not perfect yet, because we're still taking a lot of damage and we still don't have that much stun. Let's see if that will change once we get some more skills and if we will survive till then. As you can see, combos are really nice, because it's not only increasing the damage, it's increasing the amount of hits you do, and in turn will allow you to chain stun enemies, chain shield yourself, and do a lot of things. If you're doing the sword build, if you're doing the dagger build, just get as many daggers as possible and give a lot of traits to them, and that will work as well. That actually is a really powerful build too. But honestly, I feel like shield on hit is one of the... Oh my god, this dude is strong. Shield on hit is really powerful because it allows you to kind of ignore a lot of enemy damage, so you can survive for longer. Let's go with the basic attack combo rate. Maybe we'll be able to do more combos. And we move on to second mini-boss. Probably we will be defeated here this time, because I am not prepared for this. And it looks pretty powerful, and I'm... Oh yeah, that's very strong, dude. The only thing that will help us if we will chain the combos with the critical strikes. Oh my god, so strong. But crits, our crits hit like a truck. Oh my god, it hits even harder. Oh my god, no. No, we don't win this. I don't... Oh my god, it got the shield as well. I don't believe we'll be winning this. But yeah, at least we get 25 days reward with extra chest, and we can use it for our advantage. Let's see. Some gold. Thank you. Although we managed to complete another tower and get extra keys, and those keys will give us an epic item now. So, what do we get? We get an armor. I'm not sure if this one is better. Counter rate when attacked, max force stacks. Counter is nice, but I prefer to take out the enemy before it will take me out. So let's see if we can merge it into our armor. No, we need 2 pieces of armor now, and it will give us +2. So what do you do once you've checked all the menus and you can't do anything? And well, if you have no energy, you just wait. Honestly, at this point, you can't really do anything unless you want to spend real money, and you have to wait until the next day. Then do the dungeons. That will give you some pet food, pet eggs, some chests, some stuff that might actually result in something useful that you can use in order to pump up your power and try again and see if you will win. The good thing about this game, you don't really need to grind it. You can just go to travel and activate the mode that you feel comfortable with, get that money, and enjoy it. By the way, guys, don't be afraid to level up your equipment, because if you will switch it with something else, bam, you will keep your levels. You won't keep the upgrade tier of an item, of course, because those are different items, but the levels will move on automatically. You can actually manually demote it, but, you know, the game took care of this for you. We are a Ruins Guardian with a different build right now, which doesn't seem to be way better for this case. But the main idea that you can't give up, you need to actually experiment with your builds and the runs in order to have higher chance of succeeding, because eventually you will get really good set of skills for you that will allow you to overcome the enemy. Like this shield, for example, is pretty strong. If we would have something else like shield on attack, that would be enough to overcome the boss, I think. Because it's already pretty close fight. Or actually, maybe it will be enough. Look at that! I was so desperate, but we actually managed to take him out. Wow, that's nice. Alright. I see spike triggers once every 2 rounds. Fire strike chance. Let's get frozen touch. That's pretty cool. So either combo spirit for higher combo. I think this one is better. Yeah, this one is better. Let's go with combo, because that means more chances to stun, more rage, and that means more shields. Let's... Oh, that's new type of slimes. Never found those before. Still not enough. Ah, they hurt. At least we learned that our healing and auto shield on 30% works on every fight, once per fight, so it's not like once per run. So that's something. They are so strong. Let's see if we'll get something cool here. We can't finish this level right now. Oh my god, not really. Okay. And another spin here. What's that? Okay. And I will lose the rest of my health for another spin. I might regret it. Another combo mastery, that's cool. I just hope that we'll be oh my god, I'm so done. I thought that maybe I'll be able to recover it somehow, but unless we'll be able to one-shot this fella right now, oh, we might be able to finish this. Or maybe not. Oh no, we're not. Yeah, we tried. And yeah, just like that, bit by bit, you will progress the game, get a bit stronger, try again, and so on, and eventually you will be able to conquer several chapters and flow forward, unlock more game mechanics, and get the best capybara ever that will decimate everyone. Look at that, we managed to get a collectible. This is cool. What does it do? Defense, that's a nice one. I will upgrade it so it will have more stuff. Basic effect and passive effect. What's the difference? And yeah, now when you're done for the day and you know that you won't be able to do anything anymore, you can do your last travel, for example, with like... Okay, we don't have enough energy anyway. By the way, don't forget that you can claim the daily pack of energy as well as watch an ad to get extra stuff. That will help a lot with the progression if you want to do that. But anyway, it's time for the arena and see how we will compare with others. We have 100k damage, like power, and let's see if we'll be able to defeat other players here. And it seems that we are winning this guy. We're close to that at least. Our pets are so much stronger. Really close, just a couple more hits. And... no! Nice, whew, close fight. But we managed to secure the position, take out the competitor, and scale our ranking. So in the end, we scored at number 6, but it might change drastically over the time. Is it like 8 minutes or 8 hours? I think it's 8 hours till the reset, so yeah. The good thing that we managed to score number 1 in the Goblin Miner, and it's only 16 hours left, and we might be able to squeeze a little bit more later. But other than that, we are pretty much done for this video. Let me know if you have extra tips for Capybara Go for the new players. Check out the video description for the link for the text guide and the playlist with the game with the rest of the guides and the playthrough. And please like the video and subscribe to the channel. That will help to promote it in YouTube algorithm, and I will be really grateful for that. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. It's been Stan Kosh. Have a good one. Bye.